So, in my usual form, I have started a project, and once again, not did the before or after, and realized partway through, hey, I should put this on my Thrifty Farm Girl page because the page is supposed to be about doing farm work yourself. So, one of the projects that I've started this year is adding on to the fence over here for the minis so that I can use these panels to start adding on to the fence for the big horses. So yeah, so I started with digging post holes. I did buy an auger this year. Still, it doesn't work that well. My ground is like super rocky, so it's kind of like using the auger and then digging a little bit by hand and then using the auger and digging a bit by hand. So as you can see, I've got my posts, got my holes here. I've started pounding the dirt down in some of them. So, got my hair stuck in a tree. So this post, I'm actually going to leave longer for now, and I'm going to put concrete in this hole. Because one of the things that I've been thinking about doing is like extending my roof and like kind of creating like, just like a little bit of an awning type thing over top of the pastures. So I might use this pole eventually and kind of attach, but we'll see. So yeah, so that is the project that I am working on finishing for today, so I can hopefully steal these panels and get started on some other fences for. Okay, so I still have the panels up, but this is the new little field expansion here. So from the inside, so I did hog wire, and then I did 2x4 just to kind of frame it off and to contain the hog wire. Now where the panels meet up, I did put the wood in there, and then there's an extra piece because there's kind of a bit of a gap there, and I didn't want any baby hoofs getting in there because this is probably going to be the maternity field. Now I am planning on putting like oak board along the top as well, just for if I do ever have big horses in here. But for the time being, I'm not planning on having any big horses in here, so this can stay like this until I get some more oak board fencing. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Now I'm gonna attach the panels and I'll show you what that looks like after. Okie dokie, it took me a little longer than I expected because my drill died, but now I've got the panels attached there and then attached to the fence, and the little minis are all waiting there. I guarantee you they are gonna absolutely just demolish this tiny little patch of grass in like a day. So for now I'm just gonna use this tie on. I don't plan on the panels being permanent either, but I still have some construction that needs to get done at the back of the property, and this is like the most direct way. You can see there's gates through there, so those are like 20-foot openings to get equipment back. So I didn't want to put any fencing attached to the barn yet. So yeah, let's let these girls out and see how they like it. Well, so far Mabel's the only one that's gotten onto the grass. She's the only smart one. Okie dokie, they all figured it out now. They're all eating the last little bit of grass. So now I'm going to show you the second part of my project. So as you can see, I've got two nice big fields here. But this field is my winter field, and the grass is like not there. And the other field also has a lot of bald spots. So I have wanted to replant that for a couple years, but the problem is I just don't have other fields. So when I built all my fencing, I made sure to have space between like the road and my pastures, and then that way too, like I can hack around my pastures. But it is, it's a lot of grass to cut. So what I'm gonna do is like this area behind here, I'm gonna fence that off. So that's what I needed, the panels. I've got the panels at the other end, and then on this side I've put a gate on their field, and then that door can swing open and be used here too. So I'm going to attach on to this here. Now the problem is, unfortunately for today, I don't have enough of the oak board long enough. So this is where my project stands for today, because I got to get some more boards. But this gate will be able to open up here, and then I'm just going to put kind of like temporary stuff along there to close that off. But this is really just to attach to this field so that they have grass to eat during the day. And then on the other side of those panels, I'm going to create a third field, but that's going to take me a while. But yeah, so I wanted to have the gates still through here so that when I am riding, I can close them off in this field and still be able to do my little path around the fields. But then also they'll eat all of this grass down, so I don't have to mow all this. So yeah, so that is where I'm at for today. So we got the mini field done, and we got started on putting posts in and stuff for this. Well, I'll walk over to this side, so I'll show you what I'm talking about on this side of the field. So as you can see in this field, like it is pretty lush, but I mean there's a lot of bald spots, like especially over there, it's pretty much like all dirt. So I wanted to reseed this field and give it a rest this year, and just let all those bald spots grow in. Jet's out there now because Tika's in heat, and I don't want any hanky-panky yet. So yeah, so what I plan to do is this big open area here is going to be my like third field. But what I'm actually going to do is like, I'm going to kind of create a fence line along here so that if I ever have like horses that I need to quarantine, like this pasture won't touch any of the other pastures. And then also I can use like this square as basically like a track type of thing. And also to, I was thinking of like, I have a room in my basement, so I was thinking of doing like an Airbnb type thing where I will do like bed and bale, because I'm right along a major highway. So that way, you know, if people are doing transport, they can rent the room and do a bed and bale in the field that doesn't, you know, touch any of my horses. So this is the panel side here, and that goes they're all the way there. So they'd have all this grass to eat, and then I plan on putting a gate here, like right before this. So there'll be a gate here, and then that eventually, you'd have to see it. It's hard to explain, but there's going to be another big field right here.